It's not a normal world, it's Taskmaster world. Now I'm sorry if this video looks like it's at a wonky angle. From the viewfinder, we just stand here, from the viewfinder it looks like it's at a wonky angle. But, nonetheless, we'll crack on. Now, obviously, there'll be Christmassy stuff appearing here and here as time goes. We already have a Christmassy pillow, but the reason why you're watching this clip 27 times, it's one reason and one reason only. Now, I did a poll on YouTube community tab where I asked if you want me to do UK content on here for Taskmaster UK, and I'm like, right, I'll do it then because the poll says so. And on the third channel, the weird side, linking this, no, if you go to channels, it'll be there. And on that channel, I did UK content and Taskmaster content in general before this channel existed. Now, what you'll see is my review on series 10, 11 and 12 of Taskmaster UK. Apart from series 11, it's a little bit weird because I don't know where review number 4 is, so I'm missing a review somewhere. So hopefully I'll discover that, which you're probably watching series 11 episode 4 review. I don't know which video you're watching because I'm recording this for all 27, so I just have to plonk this into all 27 of the videos. So enjoy is all I'm saying. But two of the videos where I talk about New Zealand and Finland are videos, the type of videos I want to do on this channel. So I will be reviewing series 13 on this channel when it comes out on channel 4. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy! As you can see, my setup is changing. This is why I'm doing this in the beginning, because you can see that the setup is changing, so I can just say some stuff before the main video begins. So, hello Hoovie and welcome to today's video. As you can tell, during this video I might be moving myself, positioning, because I'm on a stool. So if we bring the stool down, I'm down here, which brings the stool up. I'm all the way up here. Let me just move down. There you go. So you can see a Doctor Who poster Snow. So there's a YouTuber, can't remember her name, but I did a video that's similar to hers last week. Now, she did a tier list for Taskmaster, which I want to do, so I can give you my opinion on the tier list, now that I've got my computer working. Now, she did a video. Now, my videos are going to be sat like this at all, because I think this is quite cool. I might sort out the tripod and sort out the whole camera setup. So, she did a video talking about Taskmaster New Zealand. Now, I've been watching them every week as they come out, and I want to talk about it. So, the next couple of videos, so tomorrow is the last part of the DVD collection, and then a bits and bats, we'll see short videos before the end of before Christmas. So, the last video you'll see from me will be probably on like the 26th, so then I'm finished. So there'll be no more videos from the 20th. On the 24th, 23rd there will be a video on the main channel for the Advent calendar, and on the 24th, so wish you all a Merry Christmas. But on this channel and all my other channels, they're all videos wrapping up. Now there will be a video talking about Taskmaster coming in the next week. So I can just briefly tell you some bits and bats. So here's my thoughts on Taskmaster New Zealand. Now she did it in a format, because she's a TV YouTuber. I'm all sorts of a YouTuber on this channel. I'm mainly TV, but I talk about my DVDs, which are all TV and film related still. Now, what I do want to say is, do you like this setup? I quite like it. But what I do want to say is that my favourite version of Taskmaster is the original. Is the UK version. There's been 15 versions overall. It started off by Alex Horne on the Edinburgh Fringe Festival many years ago. And then it went around the world, and it's a format that fans adore around the world, apart from America, where that failed. I do a whole video on that in my remake series. So it is a sort of remake. Now, New Zealand version is very similar to the UK version, because you all know that the humour is similar because of Rosie Massafeo, who was on series 7, or no, she was on series 9 with Ed Gamble of Taskmaster UK, the original. Now she was on that, there was bits and bats, and she said on the Taskmaster podcast, which I will be reviewing in a podcast series, where she said how how much she knows all the cast. So I'll go through the lineup for Series 1 of Taskmaster New Zealand. You have Angela Dravid, Madeline Sami, Bryn Liston, Guy Williams and Lee Hart. So I didn't know any of these comedians before I started watching it. And they're the contestants. The Taskmaster himself is Jeremy Wells, and in the Taskmaster podcast that Ronnie Mattafield was on, she mentioned how she knew the contestants and she knew the Taskmaster assistant but didn't know Jeremy Wells. Now the Taskmaster assistant is Paul Williams, is the brother of Guy Williams, which makes interesting really intriguing. Now the tasks are all original tasks, not Tusk, task. Now the tasks are really original. They're funny, fantastic, they're just amazing. Now this will heavily rely on spoilers for the prize tasks. If you don't want to know what some of them brought in for the prize task, that is a spoiler, but actual tasks I won't spoil, I'll just tell you what the name of the tasks were and like, oh, there was this, that. So in every series, there's normally, in the UK version, there's normally one person doesn't know how to do one thing to be able to get to the task. There's always like, oh, but your task is in there or something. So they had a suitcase, and Guy Williams was the only one out of all of them that couldn't open the suitcase to get to the task that was on the inside, because sometimes the clues. Now, the UK version, we have the Taskmaster house, and roughly around the world we have the Taskmaster house. But because of New Zealand being open and really hot, and the way of the landscape of how they've got it, it's technically the Taskmaster house, but they call it the Taskmaster ranch, really, which I quite like, because you have the shed. So they say shed, which was a really funny joke that Craig Davis made, shed with fish posters. So there was a lot of things where, like, Ed Gamble got a lot of emails for the Taskmaster podcast where he said shed. Oh, the prize tasks are really funny. Now there's been 9 episodes to date. Next Wednesday will be the final of Taskmaster New Zealand, which I won't be making my final thoughts on, but I will be doing that for the UK version, because I did everything on my thoughts so far. This is my complete thoughts, because it's brilliant. So my favourite version is the original. This is my second favourite version. It used to be the Swedish version, but then this trumped it, right? This is fantastic. I can't get over how amazing it is. Now, Bryn Liston. So the way it works, if you've never seen Taskmaster before, is each contestant win the win the pre-filmed tasks, or wear an outfit every episode, same outfit throughout the series. So in series 10 we had Daisy May Cooper wearing a superhero costume, and so it works. But the New Zealand version, not everyone knew what was going on. Now, Angela Dravid wore a boiler suit. Madeline Sami wore a suit and a bow tie, and then Bryn Liston wore a Girl Scout outfit, because in New Zealand they're brownies. We have guides. So we have scouting and guides. I think that's the universal term. Now in New Zealand they have something called Girl Scouts, which is like this, which is like what one of Phineas Ferb's friends wears in Phineas Ferb, where it's like the sachet with all the badges, the beret, like the little hat, and then they've got the classic necker. Now she wears it with the Taskmaster embroidered logo on the hat, which is quite cool. But the way Taskmaster works, you need some. She's got it. Be prepared is the Scout logo. Be prepared is the slogan. Be prepared. She is prepared. Now the task where she uses it as an advantage, and then it really works. Now one of the prize tasks, which is where they bring the prize you win, which is the worst thing to bring the Taskmaster. Now Bryn Liston brought in a video of Greg Davis saying to Jeremy Wells, you need to just man up, you need to be more stern with them, don't make me come over, which is the greatest line. And I might end up doing a compilation video of the best moments from Taskmaster around the world video on this channel, where it's like top 10, and then I'll show you like a snippet of the clip and me trying to make, oh, it was amazing, if you like this setup of this. But as I say, everything will change next year. This will all become more amazing. So she brings in that, and then the prize tasks compared to series 10 are amazing in both UK and New Zealand. Is it any good? Which is the question she posed in her thumbnail, which I'm going to try and work on making my own thumbnail to make them incredible. And yes, it is good. It's better than the US version, which is the only version that's failed. She did mention the German version had failed, but I wanted to know more. So I am doing an international Taskmaster series. I am going to announce this here, where I will be mentioning more about Taskmaster New Zealand and more about all 15 versions of Taskmaster. Any ideas for the series, any segments you want to see, comment section down below. I will be doing my documentary videos like this, so I can also spin. I say spin, and as you can see, I'm trying to spin. Oh, I just banged my elbow. So, I really enjoyed it. Bring least my favourite person on the lineup. Well, it depends on which task you're after. Now, Lee Hart has more of a serious vibe, and then Guy with the only issue I have with it, which is what brought up on the Taskmaster Reddit. I'm not 100% sure what Reddit is, so if someone can explain to me what it is, leave comments down below. And someone mentioned that, and I noticed it, that Guy Williams stood up too much. Like, yes, I'm trying to get the audience, like, way, come on, yes, give me the point, woo, yeah, it stood up too much. And I wasn't a fan of that, but he did slowly calm down. But some of the tasks were amazing, so it's like some of them worked really well. Now, my favourite type of task for the original UK version, where they give him money, you have to do something with the money. Now in the New Zealand version, they did a similar thing where they like showed the pre-filmed them like reading it, like you have to do this with the money, with the like normally like £10, and then in the studio they have to hand it through to Greg and Alex. But in the New Zealand version, they had to wear a costume underneath the clothes, and then they went back, and that is one of the greatest. I'd love to see if Alex Horne ever does a similar type of task like that in the UK version, because he doesn't like using them. But I really do want to interview Alex Horne to ask him his thoughts on all 15 international versions apart, and what happened with the American version, how it went wrong. So I really want to interview him all about that, and I'll ask him questions and I want to know his thoughts. Now, I really enjoyed this. Paul Williams did a really good job, and I would love to them. People were suggesting to do like a Taskmaster assistance where it's like around the wood. But the issue with that is there's only 3 versions that speak English, so it's the UK version, the American version, and the New Zealand version. They're the only ones that speak English. I want them to do an Australian version that you can see like Antidon, and then you can have Adam Hill on it, or bring Adam Hill to the UK version. It's completely up to you, because you had the Canadian Catherine Ryan on the UK version, and the New Zealand Rosie Matafeo on the UK version, so who knows. But the New Zealand version was fantastic. Favourite contestant out the lineup from the very first episode, the person I thought is amazing and I want to see more of. It was, I didn't really have an opinion there again, so I loved them all, and they are amazing. Taskmaster New Zealand is fantastic. I want someone to do a Taskmaster New Zealand podcast where at the end of the episode I want to do what the UK version does with a Taskmaster New Zealand podcast. Then you can know more behind the scenes with the bonus fact finding friend, which is what Alex Horne does on the UK podcast. So I want that, and I want more videos on the internet about the international version. That's what I'm here to do today. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it feels like really long, because I feel like it was really long. But I'll see you later over on the Monty Python channel for a new Monty Python video, and on the BritBox channel for a new BritBox video. Will Taskmaster ever come to BritBox? Well, only time will tell. Time on, time out. Bye! Hope you enjoyed this very long video.
Hello everyone, please subscribe to Taskmaster World.